ask the question.
All right, thank you. So, what are the challenges for the three founders to agree on the same pivot? Let's start with Donald.
Sure. I think if you're going to make a pivot, you must have the agreement of all the founders together, because if you don't go in the same direction, your company's going to fail. But luckily for us, because of the pandemic, maybe, we all saw the impact that the pandemic had on our fashion industry and our fashion sales. It was quite a no-brainer, and it was quite easy for all of us to get on board on the same page, especially when we saw the numbers. People are selling fruits and vegetables much easier on our platform compared to fashion. And because one of the things we do we like to stay in close contact with all our customers. So we talk to them, we get a lot of feedback. A lot of them just told us, right now, nobody wants to buy fashion products. So it was quite an easy pivot for us, a decision to make a pivot for us. Maybe Cindy has other things she wants to add.
Yeah, actually ya, setelah ngelihat itu semua, we're actually on the same page, and we realize kalau misalnya mau bikin impact terus-menerus untuk banyak orang, because from the three of us, that's basically our goal. Kenapa kita mulai zaman now tuh juga karena kita pingin memberikan impact ke banyak orang dengan membuat platform yang sangat mudah supaya orang tuh bisa dapat extra income. Terus kita lihat dengan adanya Pasar Now, orang tuh sekarang sangat mudah buat jualan sayur ke tetangganya, atau misalnya you live in an apartment building, you can actually sell it to your neighbors next door atau di mana gitu. Dan sekarang semua orang juga butuh fresh product, dan maka dari itu users kita saat ini tuh sangat gampang untuk dapat extra income dari Pasar Now.
But aren't you like the fashion initiator?
Yeah.
So how did you feel that we have to leave the fashion industry and pivot towards the fresh produce?
Ya, mungkin sekali lagi ya, ketika kita bikin startup, itu kita harus siap buat adaptasi gitu, sama situasi apapun. Sebelumnya, I worked in a startup company, in a fashion company. Terus sebelumnya lagi, I worked in with farmers, with smallholder farmers, dan harus ke daerah-daerah untuk ketemu sama farmers dan learn how to communicate with them. Sama halnya dengan akhirnya dari fashion jadi jualan sayur. I know it's a big change, tapi justru punya startup itu serunya di situ. Kita jadi bisa belajar banyak hal, dan even I'm still learning how to sell, how to market sayur, karena itu jauh beda sama jualan fashion products atau lifestyle product. Tapi ya justru itu serunya sih. For me, it's the beauty of it.
Tapi tetap impact-nya as a social commerce ya.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can add something.
Yeah, sure.
Waktu kita mau ganti dari jualan fashion ke jualan sayur, I can tell you, Cindy was very sad. It was very sad.
I can tell. I can sense the emotion.
I was sad and confused, to be honest.
It was a passion of hers as well. Fashion and all the resellers we had to leave behind was, to all of us, I think it was quite a sad moment.
So let's start from the beginning. How did you guys find each other and decide to build a business together?
Okay, so actually,
let's start with Cindy.
Sure.
Sebenarnya cerita awalnya itu dimulai dari Don sama James. Mungkin Don bisa cerita dulu, terus I'll add something after.
Jadi awal-awalnya sebetulnya James and I, we were discussing on how to make a social impact in Indonesia. We realized there's a big problem that a lot of people in Indonesia, they live paycheck to paycheck. They have no disposable income. And this is a big issue, social issue for all of the people in Indonesia, a lot of people in Indonesia. and we're thinking, what's the best way to help people raise people out of poverty? So we looked at some business models from China, from India, called social commerce, to see what type of model would work well in Indonesia, what we could learn from them, and what we could bring into Indonesia to help change the lifestyles of people here. James was very good friends with Cindy, luckily, and Cindy has a background in doing a lot of social enterprises, and she has a background in. So James decided to ask her to have a discussion and brainstorm, and she organized this really big focus group for us amongst fashion designers, I guess. I'm not sure if they're fashion designers, and people who might be potential resellers as well. And the three of us just really clicked. We were able to bounce ideas off of each other. So maybe that's where my story of how the three of us met ends, and maybe Cindy will add some more.
Yeah, so basically after that, they proposed to me, do you want to be one of our co-founders? Yang mereka propose tuh waktu itu, kita mau bikin company that can actually make an impact to other people's life. From that moment, I think, okay, sure, because it's been my passion, yeah, since I was little to other people. Terus habis itu maybe terus habis itu waktu itu masih ranah bisnisnya masih fashion, jadi masih sama, and I thought that maybe I can contribute to this company gitu. Terus for me ya, to work with people with the same vision and drive is very important. Waktu itu pun ketika awal kelihatan gitu, kalau James sama Don tuh benar-benar orang yang bisa kerja di rhythm yang sama, terus habis itu willing to work hard, karena for startup itu beda sama established company, dimana kalau bos itu bisa duduk nyantai suruh-suruh sini sana. Tapi ngelihat Don sama James itu mereka berdua tuh sama-sama orang yang mau buat turun dan kerja keras. Jadi that way, even though we might not always agree, at least our goals is still the same. Terus kita sama-sama mau mau berusaha buat mencapai goal itu.
Yeah, I agree.
Kita perlu tanya story-nya dari sisi James nggak nih?
Kira-kira sama atau nggak tahu?
Ada di sini suara orangnya nih.
James.
Malu-malu dia nggak mau jawab.
He's shy.
Okay, never mind. Tapi kalau apa namanya, kan you have the same vision kan, and I'm sure this pivot, it probably was it tough? I mean, like to have that vision kind of like change, you know?
Iya, karena sebenarnya visionnya tuh sama. Karena kita mau bikin impact dengan menyediakan platform di mana orang tuh bisa dapat extra income dengan gampang. Tough, iya, karena kita harus adjust banyak hal. Tapi ketika ngeliat result-nya, kalau kita tuh bisa benar-benar kasih impact ke hidup orang, dan dengan jualan sayur, buah, dan sembako ini sebenarnya lebih gampang buat mereka untuk jualan. Akhirnya kita ngerasa, maybe we're doing the right thing.
So you're still trying to achieve the same goal, but with different route, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to you, Ardi.
Yeah, I just want to add, kemarin juga sempat ngobrol juga sama James, dan James masih di di gudang ya, di warehouse yang baru ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until now, I don't know. He's still there di gudang.
Okay. This is another personal question. What made you become founders in the first place? What is your goal in life? let's start with Cindy now.
Okay. It's been one of my goals in life, yeah, to build something from the very beginning and to make an impact on other people's life. All my career choices that I've made have always been with the aim to eventually create something that can change people's life. Kemarin sempat ketemu sama orang-orang dengan passion yang sama. We built an organization buat bantuin anak-anak yang kurang mampu gitu. Terus other than that, building a startup for me is the other channel to realize that vision.
Jadi
That's why I become a startup founder.
So ada relate-nya ya. Jadi antara specifically this startup because it's a social commerce and your passion in life, which is changing other people's life.
Yeah.
Kira-kira begitu ya. Okay. How about you, Don?
For myself, as an app developer, I like making things, like building things as well. I think building an app that brings joy to people's lives is very important to me. And I think seeing the happiness that it can bring, a good app that can bring to people's lives is very important. And it's always been a passion of mine to build something also from the ground up that has a positive impact on people's lives. And to also be able to lead a team that's very good and proud of. Luckily, the team I have in Pasar Now, Now, they're very good, very creative, and extremely dedicated. So I'm very proud of my team. So I think that's what led me to be a startup founder.
Is it the same team like with your previous?
Yes, our tech team and a lot of our team members are actually the same. So most of the team members from Now just shifted roles and took over in Pasar Now. We had to add a few additional members as well, though.
Yeah.
How about with your previous?
Oh no! Previously I was working in a startup in Hong Kong, so it was a different company. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just working there. So.
How did three of you gather the new team in the beginning? Because Arya and I, we've been there before, to get teams as a new company.
Startup?
Yeah, it's hard to find teams. So how did you guys do it? Let's start with Don for the tech part and Cindy on the marketing side.
So I think from creating the team, the beginning was really difficult. So I was started off coming up with a very early MVP myself. I just coded everything myself.
Okay.
But once we had something to show and test out, we started. It was much easier to recruit people because they could see what we already kind of had, the idea, the concept that we wanted. Our first hires were actually 2 developers. We got them from Active, which is a programming school, which is really good. And I think the great thing is we were able to create a good culture that we always encourage our team members, whether they're programmers, designers, marketing, sales, to keep learning. And we give them free courses in our package as well to help them improve themselves. And I think that was quite attractive for our team members. And from Cindy's side, maybe if you want to add some more stuff, Cindy?
Yeah. Again, when you're trying to hire people, you see your company as a product that you need to sell to other people, right? Jadi inisiasinya adalah bagaimana cara kita menjual company kita supaya terlihat atau orang tuh melihat bahwa company kita itu tempat yang bagus untuk mereka bisa develop themselves, bisa belajar, terus bisa bikin portfolio sebanyak-banyaknya. Jadi itu adalah hal-hal yang kita tawarin ke calon employee kita waktu itu. Dan dari awal pun tuh kita udah cukup clear tentang apa yang mau kita lakuin dan apa ya goalnya apa, sehingga ketika kita ngobrol sama calon employee, jadi kita mau bikin startup, terus ini yang mau kita lakuin, dan mereka melihat tim kita tuh background-nya dari mana. Seperti misalnya James gitu, background-nya seperti apa, terus Don seperti apa, terus dari for myself tuh seperti apa gitu. Apa ya, itu juga jadi salah satu poin yang bisa kita tawarkan ke orang lain. Walaupun kita baru, tapi kami bertiga itu adalah orang-orang dengan network yang cukup luas. Terus habis itu kemampuan kita tuh buat grow tuh juga apa ya, bukan hanya omongan aja, tapi juga kita udah membuktikan itu. Jadi ketika kita cari karyawan ya, cari tim yang bagus juga susah, tapi nggak terlalu susah juga.
Mungkin karena kantornya di Gandara
di
City
mall.
kali.
Mungkin karena kantor. Iya, itu juga jadi salah satu poin yang kita jual ya. Kita waktu presentasi di Hacktif juga, terus ketika kita ngelakuin interview juga, mereka pasti nanya kantornya di mana gitu kan. Kita bilangnya di Gandara City. Jadi di mall gitu kan, keren gitu. Terus sebenarnya untuk sekarang ya banyak orang-orang hebat yang tertarik buat kerja di startup. Dan mereka tuh ngeliat kalau kerja di startup tuh keren, terus tantangannya banyak, dan mereka bisa ngelakuin lebih banyak hal gitu di startup daripada kerja di established company. Jadi kalau misalnya kita menyebarkan jala lewat LinkedIn atau lewat job portal yang lainnya, dan kita bilang kalau kita startup, orang tuh udah mulai mau melihat gitu. Oh, kerja di startup. Keren.
Okay, but
maybe I can add.
Okay, sure.
I can add a little interesting story to Cindy's little speech earlier. So one of the things that we encourage in our team is for everyone to speak up. So we always have team meetings and like group meetings for the whole company. We encourage every person from the OBE to the head of finance to say something if they have something to say. And we had this very, very talented OBE. He started off as our janitor, cleaning the office, every day just doing the menial work, but he had a lot of initiative. And when we were doing Pasar Now, every day when he had his downtime, he would go around to the Sapam and Gandaria City Mall, tell them about our app, get them to sign up. And eventually we took notice. He started printing out his own pamphlets because he took this initiative, and he started asking us questions. Hey, how can I get more people to sign up? And you know what he's doing now? He's our area manager he's a sales area manager from starting off as our OBE. So great talent can come from anywhere if you're willing to just listen to the people who work with you and just look. So I think that was quite an interesting development for him.
That's actually a very good story, but with this pivot, how do you tell, or how do you discuss this with the employees that you guys are pivoting?
Yeah. So when we started off making this pivot, we basically brought everyone to the office, and we actually, it wasn't something that happened all of a sudden, because we do have our weekly briefings with everyone in the office. And they did see the trends, especially the sales team. They'll say, okay, they keep asking for more fresh produce, more sembako products. They keep asking our merchandising team, hey, can you get more supplies from these food stuff? And eventually, over time, everyone noticed that this is what's really selling. And towards the end of March, we told everyone, it looks like this is what's going to work. This is how we're going to change the company. This is how we're going to do. We're going to test it out first. And our staff, they're very on board. Our sales team, they were very adaptable. I think that's very important to be in a startup, because you have to be agile. Things in a startup move so quickly that if you're not agile and adaptive as a team, you're going to flounder and fail. So we're very lucky that the team, when they heard that, okay, now we're going to focus on selling fresh fruits and vegetables, they decided, okay, we have to figure out what's our target market. How do we find people who fit this profile? Where do we go? From our tech team, we decide, okay, what's from the research that we've got, what are the things that we have to prepare, what type of app do we have to build. Our UI UX designer started drawing up a lot of concepts to see if it's for ibu-ibu, what's the easiest for them to use. We need to have bigger buttons or clearer text. So it was quite a challenge, but luckily the team was very strong and very helpful.
Kalau Cindy gimana ke tim yang mungkin early di fashion terus mungkin sekarang switch to fresh produce, gimana sampainya juga?
Ya, sebenarnya sama sih, kurang lebih sama Don ya. Kalau mereka tuh dari awal ketika kita cerita kalau kita mau ubah company kita yang tadinya jualan lifestyle product jadi fashion product, mereka sendiri tuh melihat tren itu gitu. Dan
jadi fresh produce.
Iya, jadi fresh product.
Oh, yeah.
Ya,
Okay.
jadi mereka ngeliat trennya itu, terus bareng-bareng kita semua tuh langsung belajar. Oh, gimana ini caranya? How do we rebrand this? Yang tadinya zaman now, terus namanya jadi apa gitu. Terus akhirnya keluar Pasar Now. Terus habis itu untuk for starter, kita harus mulai dari social media dulu. How do we sell this? How do we How do we show people that we are better than the other platforms? Karena sekarang platform untuk jualan fresh product tuh banyak. Tapi kayak tadi yang Don bilang, tim kita tuh cepet banget belajarnya. Terus kayak aplikasi kita tuh banyak sekali orang-orang atau user kita tuh yang komen kalau aplikasi kita tuh yang termudah untuk dipakai mulai dari pembelian sampai check out gitu. Karena optionnya juga banyak dan sebagainya. Jadi terus mereka juga kasih banyak sekali input karena mereka testing ke ibunya, mereka testing ke saudaranya gitu, dan input-input ini yang akhirnya kita sebagai tim tuh cepat banget grow-nya. Kita sekarang itu growth-nya tuh rata-rata around 60% ya, Don ya, per month ya.
60%.
Ya,
Okay.
60% every month. It's also because of our team. Mereka cepat adapt-nya, mereka cepat belajarnya, dan mereka juga mau gitu. Dan ketika kita hire di awal pun kita pasti interview, dan ketika kita interview kita tanya passionnya mereka apa. Dan yang bikin mereka tetap bersama kita adalah karena passion mereka sama, mereka pengen bantu orang juga. Jadi walaupun kita berubah atau gimana pun, kami bilang sama mereka bahwa tujuannya sebenarnya adalah supaya kita bisa reach lebih banyak orang dan impact-nya lebih terasa. Dan dari situ tuh mereka sangat welcome sama our new idea.
Okay. Before I pass back to Arya, if anyone has any questions, just write it up in the chat box. All right. Please, Arya, take the next questions.